right, this is part 3. This is the coordination and movement part. So I've already introduced myself, gotten consent, and washed my hands, since this will be our 3rd one here. All right, so Annie, the first thing we're gonna have you do is check your coordination. So I'm gonna sit on the opposite side here, and we're gonna have you move your hands like this. Okay, we'll do one first, and then the other. Okay, and then both at the same time. Okay, any problems? With slow movements, okay. I see no twitchy, no abnormal movements. Okay, not a song girl. Okay, now we're gonna take your hands and I'm gonna do, there you go. We're checking her coordination for her finger. And I'm gonna have you do this hand. There you go, the opposite, like I said, just thumb to finger, okay? Now I'm gonna have you do both at the same time. You're doing great. Okay. All right, we did that one. Now the next one we're going to do is I'm going to have you take your heel. I'm going to have you put this heel up here. Nope. Okay, or you can do it standing. Okay, yep, there, and slide down. Okay, now I'm going to have you stay seated and do it. And go 1 and 2. Both normal reflexes there. Okay, the other one we're going to have you do is I'm going to have you go ahead and stand up. I'm going to have you walk a straight line. Actually, I'm going to step out of camera view here for a second so you can see. She's going to walk forward, walk backwards. All right, now I'm going to have her walk heel to toe. Put your heel directly in front of your toes there. Yep. Okay, and back. And now I'm going to have you walk just on your heels. Walk on your heels. Yep, good job. Walk on your heels. Okay. Turn around and walk back on your toes. On your toes. There you go. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to have you hop in place. Okay. Now hop with just one foot. That's okay. I can stand here and hold it if you want. Okay, now switch side. Switch the other one. There you go. All right. Any dizziness or lightheaded or anything? No? Okay. One that I do realize now that we forgot was where I'm going to have you point. There you go. Point your nose to the finger, from nose to finger. And I'm going to move my finger just to make it complicated. And we can throw this one for kicks. Okay, close your eyes and do it. Okay. That's a little advanced there, but something more for her. Okay, good job. All right, now I'm going to have you sit here on the side of the bed. And I'm going to assess her. Show her the camera. As close as we can get there. Okay, so I'm not going to be sit up. I'm going to passively. So you are going to be like a limp noodle, girl. She's going to be like a noodle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assess her wrist. Okay, nope. I do all the moving here. Yep, all the wrist there. The wrist moves no problem. And I can see her elbow moves without a problem. Now I do her shoulder. I'm going to do a circle there. Okay, good job. I know it's hard to be relaxed. Okay, and the other side, I'm going to do the wrist. The wrist has full movement along with her fingers. Oh, I didn't check fingers on this side. I'm going to check fingers over here. Set all the finger joints. They move. Sorry, it's kind of weird to have somebody else moving your joints.
No, I just stare blank at something. That's why we can do.
Ah, okay, good job. Like I said, wrist. I'm going to check her elbow. Okay, am I still on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm going to check her. Here we go. Like I said, she's limp as a noodle there. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have you lay down. Nope, I'm going to have you lay down actually in the bed. If you can see. There we go. Tell her give her something there. Okay. What I'm going to have her do now is I'm going to raise your leg up. Okay, like I said, just nice and relaxed. I'm going to raise it up and back. Her hip is good. No problems with that knee joint there. And her ankle. No problems there. Okay, and I'm going to move your your other leg there. We're gonna move her hip up. You're gonna feel her knee. And I'm gonna be able to feel the ankle and even the little toes, which we'll do right for the camera here. Check all over, look pretty good there. All right. Lower shoulder, hold, flex. It's good. Strength, okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have you sit up there for me again, and I'm gonna check her strength, which will be really good for Annie. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, actually this works great, doesn't it? Okay, this is actually a good camera view. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna first do it on this one. So I'm gonna check the strength in her, okay, we're not arm wrestling. I'm gonna check the strength in your bicep here. So I'm going to, I want you to try to push forward, and I'm gonna try to stop you.
Okay.
Okay, and actually I need you to do both your arms. Okay?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it might be easier on this side.
Yeah, just like this.
Okay, so yeah, kind of take your fist, do like a fight stance. Okay, not like, I don't know who you're fighting, but okay, do this fight. Okay, fight stance. There we go. Okay, that's a good way to do it. Okay, now, I want you to try to push your fist forward, you know, kind of moving towards yourself, and I'm gonna try to stop you. Okay, she is very equal. Okay, that's at least at a 5. If we could have a 6, we would there. Okay, then you're gonna try to push him forward, and I'm gonna try to stop you. Push forward. Okay, just a reflex. Okay, now put all your muscle into it. Like I said, just checking these muscles right here. Okay, and then next, I'm also going to take your wrist. I want you to try to put your wrist up. Yep, okay. Okay, now I want you to try to put your wrist down, or hold your wrist down, don't let me push them up. Okay, this one's a little loose there, girl. Okay, can you try to hold it? So try to push them both down, and I'm going to try to, you keep them down, I'll try to pull them up, okay? Okay, all right, feels good. Okay, I'm gonna take your hands and spring them out like this. Now I'm gonna put my fingers, so don't let me close your hands, okay? I'm gonna take her 4th and her 2nd fingers, I'm gonna try to push them together. And a little resistance there, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare the two, between 2 and 4 here, and it is the same. Her 4th finger does go in a little bit farther than your 2nd, but as long as they're symmetrical and the same, that's fine. Okay. Next one is I'm going to have you grab my fingers. I'm going to, okay, relax there, Hercules. Okay, now try not to let me pull my fingers out. Okay, great equal strength bilaterally, maybe more than her teacher has here. Okay, now I'm going to have her take your hands, take your thumb, and hook it kind of like right below, right there. Okay, so try, that's a muscle you're working there. That's this muscle right here. And then I'm going to try to loosen them, and you don't let me, okay? I'm going to try to wiggle there and pull. Got him. Okay. And that is also a 5, nice and strong. There's no abnormal movements there at all. So we did bicep, tricep, signs, fingers. Thumb, middle finger. Okay. Yes, I'm using a little bit of the book there as we talked about in class. Now the next thing we're going to do is her thighs. Her thighs you can see the camera well. Good thighs. Okay, so I'm going to have you, I'm going to try to hold your thighs down. You try to pick your thighs up. Okay, equal. I can sense the muscle right there. Feels good. Doing good. Okay, now I'm going to put my hands underneath, and I want you to try to push down on them. Push down right on my hands. Okay, whoops. Okay, that works too. Okay, feels good, equal. I can actually feel the muscles right there on her. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to have her do is actually I can do the abduct and adduct here. So I'm actually going to position myself here, put my hands on the inside of her thighs, and I'm going to have you try to push your legs in together. Try to push your legs together. Now I'm going to try to stop it. Okay, I can feel it equally. Okay, because if not, we might have a little weakness on one side, but nope, you're good. Okay, and now we'll try to, like an abduct, you ever seen those machines where you go in and out? All right, yep, now try to move both your knees out. Okay, okay. And like I said, on a scale of 1 to 5, that's definitely a 5. So we did the knees in and out. So now next I'm going to have you lay on the bed again. There she goes. Okay. And now we are going to, let's see, I did this. Okay. Now I'm going to try to, okay, I'm going to have you push. Okay, you've already got that inside. So with her feet here, I'm going to have her push like a car pedal. Okay. All right, that is a 5, nice and tense. Okay, just relax. Okay, I want you to relax your leg except for your ankles. Okay, now push just in the top there like you would a gas pedal, which you would know nothing about. Okay. Try to squeeze. Okay. Now I'm going to lift your leg up, and I'm going to hold your leg here, when you see on the camera, and now try to straighten your leg. Okay. All right, go ahead and try to straighten your leg. Okay. And I'm feeling the sense here is equal. Okay, let's feel this one. Okay, just go ahead and straighten the leg again. Okay. I can feel good tension right there in her shins. Good. Ankles. Like I said, we did the push. Oh, one more. I'm going to stand here. Now I want you to try to kind of put your, called the dorsal, that's called the dorsal flex. Okay, yep. Put your toes up to your eyeballs. There you go. Now I'm going to try to push down. Don't let me. Okay. If I pull hard enough, I could probably pull you off the bed there, but okay. But you can see she is in, those reflexes are definitely intact. Push up on her foot. All right, now we're going to do sensation. So what I'm actually going to do is I actually can leave her in this position. I'm going to get a Q-tip. Oh, there it is. So same thing we kind of used. It's the same patient I used for soft and, not soft, I'm sorry, dull and sharp, the two sensations. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to kind of check, and I'll have you say dull or sharp, okay?
Dull.
There you go.
Dull. Dull. Sharp.
Okay. And as you can kind of see here on her body, I'm going to move down her leg. Normally I wouldn't tell the patient, but
dull. Dull. Sharp. Sharp.
and I'll use more of the sharp as I go down the body, since the dull will be kind of hard, and that's what's recommended.
Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull.
Okay, this girl's actually doing pretty good.
Sharp. Sharp.
Okay, and I'm going to kind of do it random here so she doesn't realize that I have a system going here.
Sharp. Sharp. Sharp.
Okay.
Sharp. Sharp.
Okay, like I said, just a dull and sharp sensory. I checked both sides equally,
Sharp. Sharp.
and there's no reaction, no twitching or anything when I'm touching the muscles, and that seems to be okay. When she was standing, like I said, she had the symmetry of her shoulders, forearms, her fingers were symmetrical, her calves, her toes, I can even see her fifth toe here to bring her legs together just a little bit. You can see they're not migrating, it's not migrating over, under, everything seems to be symmetrical. You can even see a spot on here where she wears sandals. And both of her big toes. So we got one other thing. Put your foot back there. So we are going to do another thing. I'm going to have you lay there, close your eyes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move her toe. Okay, you feel me touch both your toes. Tell me if I'm moving your toe upward or downward.
Up. Down. Up. Down. Down. Up. Down.
Okay, so it's helping me to say that she's got good sensation there. If not, she would have neuropathy, and none of that is noted with Annie here. The other thing I'm going to do actually is my tuning fork, which is your favorite tool. Okay, oh, gotta cross your legs though for me. Okay, so I'm gonna activate the tuning fork. And Annie, I'm going to place the tuning fork on your toe, and I want you to tell me when the sensation stops, okay? Can you feel that? Okay, tell me when you can't feel it anymore.
Can't feel it.
Okay, good. And I was able to hear it too, so I was able to do it at the same time. And I will do it also on here. We talked about right on the end there.
Can't feel it.
Okay. And she'll tell me when she can feel it and she can't. The other one place we're going to use this is her fingers.
I've never done this, but I'm just guessing.
Ah, okay. So we're going to do it right here on her thumb, actually. Nope, just relax. Can you feel it? Okay. And tell me when you can't feel it. Still feeling it?
Can't feel it.
Okay. Very sensitive there. Okay, you do the other finger, so I activate this again. Checking. Place it also on this thumb. Feeling go away?
Can't feel it.
Okay, good job. All right, we did that. We did the toes. We did the tuning fork. So now I'm gonna have you sit up here. We got a couple different ones. These are a little interesting. So what I'm gonna do is have you close your eyes, and I am going to put an object in your hand, and you have to tell me what the object is. Keep your eyes closed though. Okay?
A hair tie.
With just one hand.
Oh.
But yes.
A hair
Yep,
tie.
just it is a hair tie. Yep. Okay? It's a very familiar object to a young lady. Okay, now I need you to have me one of your hands. Oops, I actually need a point of a pen for this. So I take the blunt point of a pen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a letter, actually a number in her hand.
8.
8. Okay, yep. And that was an 8, so that she has good feeling there. And that was called graphesthesia. And then we have what's called the 2-point. Now I know we tried this in class 2. Nope. See, she's a very well trained patient. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right behind her. And tell me when you can feel. How many points can you feel? How many different spots am I touching you in?
2.
Okay.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 1.
Okay.
1.
And that's the idea, is that it will turn to eventually one point will become more predominant and the body will feel that one first. Okay? The next thing we're going to do for her is I'm going to have you stay seated right there. Okay, stop touching your feet for a second. And I'm going to touch you somewhere and you tell me where, okay?
Back.
Can you tell if it was left or right side?
Left.
Okay.
Right. Lower leg.
Very good. Okay. Now I'm going to touch you somewhere and I want you to, with your eyes closed, and then I want you to touch that same spot, okay? Good job. And that was a feeling of sensation, and you could also coordinate with your arm movement at the same time. You did that one, finger, toes, touch the toes. Finger, she does. Okay. And now we have a couple other ones. I'm going to, remember the little hammer we used?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to use our hammer. So we have our little reflex hammer. And as we've already in class, I'm not going to be striking her upper extremities. So I'm going to have you first, actually have your legs over on the side here. Excuse me. I'm not restarting the video over though, but I washed my hands. Sanitized between there. Okay, you can kind of see her knees here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with her legs actually. a little different. Actually, we'll start at the top where I'm supposed to. Okay, so first I'm going to do your radial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hammer, and I'm not going to actually strike you. I'm going to make myself a little, so just be very, very limp, okay? Sound like the wind will blow your hand away. So I'm going to go down here too, and you're going to see the reflex very well. And then I'm going to go on this side. Compare the two. Good, and that, look at those hands, they jump all over the place, perfect. Okay, now for her, I'm gonna put her sleeve up so I can see her arm. Nope, nope. Back to the noodle. You're doing a good noodle. Focus on your spot if you need to. Okay. And then, oops, don't hold. Okay. And then I can see her radial. Oh, good job. Okay, and then, as I learned the other day, we're gonna, complete noodle here. I'm gonna check her tricep, so I'm gonna take this and I can see that little tricep muscle bouncing. Okay, good job. Oh, sorry. Okay, no problems. Both of them are, all three muscles are reacting the way they should. They're responding well. So now I'm gonna take her knee. I'm gonna find her right below. I'm going to go right below that little kneecap there, okay? And is it okay if I strike your skin directly with it? Okay. You don't have to over-exaggerate. I can see it a little bit. So right below there, little twitch there. Yep. Okay. And her feet are dangling. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find her Achilles tendon here. She's kind of off camera, but I'm going to hit her at the Achilles here, and I'm seeing that bounce. And I'm seeing that bounce. No problem, both are reacting there. Now we're going to do the special ones. What I'm going to do is the Budzinski sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you lay flat on the bed. And these are going to be some fun. Nope, I need you flat all the way flat. Okay? So we're going to lay flat like this. And then what I'm going to have you do is lift your shoulders up. Nope, lift your shoulders, kind of like you're going to do a sit-up. Yep, just like that. How's your hips doing? Any pain or flexing or anything? Okay, you can go relax. If this was an abnormal sign, we would be seeing some pain or some flexation hips in there. The other one is the curry, so we're going to straighten out. So we're going to flex these legs up. Whoop. Okay, nope. Give me some resistance there. Okay, not that much resistance. And then we are going to, actually, yep, we're going to have you try to straighten your leg up. So I want you to try to push. Any pain in there? In your hip there a little bit? Okay. That's going to be normal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to check the other side. Okay, now try to push your leg straight. Same pains, same muscle irritation, same place. Okay, right in there. As long as it's the same, that's good. Thanks, that's just right in here a little bit. And then we're going to do the straight leg. I'm going to take her leg up. Oh, sorry, that hurt a little. Okay, now bend your knee for me. Okay, I'm going to take her leg up. Any problems there? Nope. Okay, compare the two, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, straight leg up. Okay, now straighten the leg. Sorry. Okay, any pain or anything? They feel about the same? Okay, and I also have not noticed anything abnormal there. And so now I'm going to have you stand straight up. We got two more. Okay, actually I might have you face the camera again. Keep moving here. Okay, so we're going to have you do the stop sign. Just kind of like, you got it. Just tell me to stop. Okay? Nope, keep it out there. So what we're going to do is I'm looking for a tick or an involuntary movement. And I am seeing nothing there. Looks good. The next thing we're going to do is called the winging of the scapula. So we're going to come over here actually. I will grab my trusty camera. And I want you to just to kind of put your arms like this. Kind of make like a wing. So here is, there she is. There she is. She's in there in the corner. And we're going to check her over here. And any pain, it's all symmetrical. I can see her shoulders. And it looks good. All right, and that is the end of a very long recording.